Hey everyone, Adam here, and I am back with a brand new reaction for the channel. So this time I am reacting to a Patreon request. So this goes out to my Patreon patron, Shiny Elf Friend. Thank you so much for being my first ever Patreon subscriber, and this is for you, this is for your request, and I am excited to get into this. So this is Pentatonix and Can't Sleep Love, their song and their live performance of this song from Popspring 2016. If you do want to jump in on the Patreon action, everything that's going on there, the link is just down below, and I'll put a little video at the end of this video as well, which just explains some of the details about Patreon. Again, if you do want to check that out, the link is just down below. Alright, so let's jump straight into this. This is Pentatonix, a live performance from Popspring 2016, and this is Can't Sleep Love, their song. I am super pumped for this, and I always love coming to original music from Pentatonix as well, because it's so interesting, their direction, how they choose to write music. So, here we go. Ooh, smooth.
Yeah. Tell me, am I going crazy? And tell me, have I lost my mind? Yeah. Am I just afraid of loving? Or am I not the loving kind? Yeah. I'm kissing in the moonlight, movies on a late night.
Yes.
Oh, no. I've been there, done that, supposed to be high, but it's just cold. Yeah. Somebody wake up my heart, light me up, set fire to my soul, yeah.
Beautiful.
'Cause I can't do it anymore. Yeah. Give me that can't sleep love. Give me that can't I want that can't sleep love. Give me
Beautiful.
The kind I dream about all day, the kind that keeps me up all night. Give me that can't sleep love. Maybe I'm too big behind me, but I'm not in the world dream. I'm not in the void, the money. I'll be looking for the real thing. I'm kissing in the moonlight, movies on late night, you know. No, I've been there, done that, supposed to be high, but it just goes. Somebody wake up my heart, light me up, set fire to my soul, yeah. Wow. 'Cause I can't do it anymore. Give me that can't sleep love. Give me that can't sleep love. That can't sleep love. Give me that can't sleep love. The kind I dream about all day, the kind that keeps me up all night. Give me that can't sleep love. Yeah. Oh, I'm tired of dreaming of no one. I'm tired. I need somebody next to mine. I'm tired. 'Cause I'm tired of dreaming to someone. Because I can't do it anymore. Rejected heart is like a veto. Can't last if your love is incognito.
Get it, bitch.
A bit of time, that's all that I ask. You know you leave me out too long and I go back. Verbatim, I'm hot as a volcano. You want a taste, you better be bringing one to the table. Speaking of what you love, sweeter, sweeter love, love. Set me on fire. You gotta be the man of my desire. 'Cause I'm running, butterflies returning. Sick of the usual, get deep as a swimming pool, yeah. Bottled up with all these emotions. You know I gotta pull this out to someone. My sweet, sweet love. Give me that can't sleep love. Give me that can't sleep. I want that can't sleep love. That can't sleep. Dream about all day, about all day. Keeps me up all night. Can't sleep love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that was just pure fun, right? Everything about that was just pure fun. Oh my god, these guys are so talented. Like, everything that they do recorded is amazing, but to stand there live and do that, you've got to be so well rehearsed. You know, considering that it is literally just them on stage, their voices creating all of that sound. I mean, these guys are absolute masters. They're just, their skill and their talent, their performance capability, and their creativity and just the daring to do what they do. You know, one little slip up and you can hear that straight away. There's no music to hide that. There's nothing to drown that out. You know, if someone's off key, they can kind of like lean away from the mic, but everything on here is just on display. And this is hours of rehearsal. This is refining and just crafting and just making that skill more developed over time. It's just amazing to watch and appreciate. These guys, honestly, they knock it out the park every single time I watch them. They're so skilled. Obviously, this isn't all the video, so we've got Avi here, who was my favourite, but obviously he's no longer part of the band. But everything that they did here was just magic. They all leaned into their strengths again, which I love when Pentatonix do this. So, like, for example, we had Kevin and we had Avi, who were like really doing beautiful harmonies together with the lower bass register there. And then we had obviously the beatboxing sound that just kept the rhythm, which was just phenomenal. I love when we have Kirsten and Mitch, when they harmonize really well. Their voices come well and blend together so beautifully. And when they do that, it just makes sense. It's gorgeous. And Kirsten, that wig, just, why not? So much fun. We had the typical here, which is when Scott tends to, it seems like he's going to take lead vocal, right? Where he tends to start a lot of their songs, which is great. You know, Scott's got an amazing, versatile voice. And again here, beautiful. Those runs, oh, it's gorgeous. Very signature of Scott's voice. Just stunning. And like the way he just leans into that and just brings almost a little bit of a jazzier edge in this performance as well, which I really appreciated. Reminded me a lot of, like, I guess the way Angelina Jordan does like a few of her runs to a degree, but obviously in a very unique and different way from each other, because they both have their own stamp on how they do runs. But Scott here was just beautiful in that introductory kind of tone of the song, right? Like inviting us into, this is the type of song you're going to get. And I love the way we started as well, when we just had like the rhythm and the kind of beatboxing and just the voices all blending together, and then we went into Scott's performance. It was just stunning. I love as well when each of them had their moment just to riff. You know, you could hear throughout the song when you hear like Kirsten throwing in a few riffs, Scott throwing in a few riffs, and then Mitch was doing the same. And, you know, you could hear like even a little bit of like Avi and Kevin kind of just mixing up the bass and beatbox just in certain little moments. But again, it never felt like they were just kind of going off on their own tangent. They're all working together as one cohesive unit here, which is so important to highlight, because that's what Pentatonix do. Their voices come together as a vocal harmony group, and they are one of the best in the world that I've ever heard. You know, they are masters of doing that. They are so talented, and everything in this one performance, this one song, was on display here. You know, and then to watch a whole concert with them must just be out of this world. Now, can we talk about Mitch? Because, oh my god, Mitch is the standout in this song. I mean, Mitch has such talent. A lot of people talk about being Mitch slapped. I was Mitch slapped to hell in this. That vocal, that range, what Mitch can do with that voice, unbelievable. Unbelievable. That was the highlight of the song. As soon as Mitch came in to sing, I was like, okay, I'm not ready for this. I'm being Mitch slapped. Like, just take me on a journey. It was just amazing. That higher, slipping up into that higher register, and then just giving us that power right at the top as well, just while the band supported Mitch. It was just, oh, beautiful, beautiful. I love as well, like, you can tell the audience really interact and really engage with Mitch, and when that vocal comes in, the audience go wild, and you could hear that straight away, and you can see why. That powerhouse vocal at that higher register, and then for the rest of the song as well, just kind of riffing in that higher register, beautiful. That falsetto is just stunning. It's so powerful, so rich, and you can just hear it. Like, that range when it comes, it just comes with such ease. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Cannot get enough of it. I have to give Scott credit as well. What I loved what he was doing with this song is kind of that slip up into head voice and coming back down to chest voice. You know, he kept doing that throughout when he was singing the first couple of verses. gorgeous. You know, Adele does that quite a lot. And it's interesting when you hear artists do that, when they kind of slip up into that head voice and slip back down into chest and up and down. Depending on when they decide to do it, can be really interesting on the dynamic of the song as well. And it was a really interesting take on that kind of storytelling, I guess, at the beginning of the song there, that really kind of engaging with that and then slipping back down. It does take you on a journey with the melody of the song, and I really, really love that. We've got to remember that Pentatonix are masters of their craft. They know exactly what they're doing in terms of when each other's coming in, the timing, the pace, just everything about them. And also, they understand the melody of each performance and really when they want to mix with it, when they want to keep it the same, when they want to take us on an interesting journey with it. It's so fascinating. And that's what I love about Pentatonix, is that whenever I come back to them, I always feel like I'm seeing something brand new. And again, this is a prime example. So I want to say a big thank you again to Shiny Elf Friend for joining the Patreon. Thank you so much for being the first one to join and for also giving me this suggestion. This was amazing, and I always love coming back to Pentatonix, and I cannot wait to hear more from them. But what did you think of Pentatonix and them performing their song live, Can't Sleep Love? You know what to do by now. Please leave me your comments down below with your thoughts, and if you have any other suggestions by the incredible Pentatonix, please leave those down below as well. As you know, I read every single comment, I reply to as many as I possibly can, and I always appreciate when you guys take the time to comment, so thank you so much. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please come and subscribe to the channel if you don't already, and make sure you hit that bell icon as well. It's the fastest way to get new notifications when a brand new video like this drops. All of my social media is just up here. All of my links are just down below. Again, if you want to hear more about the Patreon, you can hear about it right now. Alright everyone, so here we have the Patreon page. A lot of you have been asking about this, and we finally have it in place right now. We have 3 tiers. We have Here For It, Out of This World, and Blown Away. All with different prices there and different things attached to them. So honestly, anything that you want to give, any tier that you want to join is absolutely incredible, and you have my thanks always. Just to run through a few little things here, so your name will appear at the end of each video and a thank you. For this tier, you will have the same things, and you will also see the videos on here before they go live on YouTube, and you'll also be able to make requests to me, which will be bumped right up to the top of the list. And then finally, the top tier here is exactly the same as the other 2 tiers, but you also have access to a monthly Zoom call with myself and others to discuss everything about the music that you love. So yeah, if you want to join the Patreon, the link is just down below. So thank you again, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this as much as what I did. I always love coming back to Pentatonix, and I cannot wait to hear more by this incredible band. Until next time, take care.